What are you looking at?
What's good, gang? Gang, y'all know who it is and what it is. It's real, really. If you didn't know, now you know. And I'm back with another one when you thought it wasn't going to be. No, another one. First off, let's give a big shout out to Mayhem Actuals. He's the one that told me to make this vid, and this is for him. If you're new here, let me tell you what we do here. Make sure you like, dislike, comment, share, hype me up. I don't care, but subscribe to the channel and also pull up to my Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/RELLREALLY. That's real, really. I'm gonna put the links somewhere on the screen and in the description. Now back to this vid. This is my first build video. I repeat, this is my first build video. Let me pet my little boy right here, and then we're going to get straight to it. Alright, this is my all blue striker build with 2 reds and 2 skill tiers. First off, I want to get a disclaimer. If your shade level is over 1,000, you may copy and paste and you'll get the same results. If your shade level is under 1,000, you might see a slightly difference. Just want to get that out the way. All right, we're going to start off with the specialization called Tactician. There's only 2 reasons why I put this on. Tactician gives you an extra skill tier and also gives you a laser pointer to put on your rail guard of your weapon to post enemies when you're aiming at them. I'm going to show you why that's important. My primary weapon is the Lexington with total damage of 93.75k, RPM 1020. Assault rifle damage, health damage, damage to targets out of cover, and a talent called Flatline. This is why we tool Tactician with the laser pointer that pulse, because Flatlines amplifies weapon damage by 15% to pulse enemies for every 4 kills that you get. Here's the laser point that you only get from Tactician. This is a prototype weapon, so you get an extra 30% weapon damage. My secondary weapon is the Stack Broker. Reason why I choose the Stack Broker right now, sometimes I change it. Stack Broker, it goes well with Striker and Heartbreaker. It is what it's called. Stack Broker is to accumulate your stacks quicker. I put the talent back and forth on it for the extra rate of fire and the extra weapon damage when swapping. And like I said, sometimes I switch the secondary weapon to blue screen and for the crowd control because it gives off status effects. And then I switch that sometimes into the Sheriff shotgun. Where's that at? Sheriff shotgun because of the talent called Authentico, which gives 35% weapon damage. This shit goes awesome with strikers. Moving on to the pistol. This is one of the best in-slot pistols to have on some of your builds just because of the talent. If you have it out, the talent is called sports mode. That gives you 20% movement speed. The bonus do not stack with other movement bonuses. You just got to have this pistol out and you get to run much faster. It's the only reason I got this equipped. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes. This is my build. This is a 4 blue core striker build. If y'all know the striker, you get 15% weapon handling, 15% rate of fire. And if you have all 4 pieces, the weapon hits increase your weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. We got max armor core, attributes crit hit damage, plus protection from elite mod. Gloves, max armor core, attribute, crit hit chance. Knee pads are the same, max armor core, attribute, max crit hit chance. Host the same thing, max armor core, attribute, crit hit chance. Moving on to the chest piece, which is the Equalizer. That's a unit I Lord's gear set that has 5% rate of fire, 20% assault rifle damage, and 50% magazine size. I only have one piece, and I'm using the chest piece for perfect Obliterate, which is critical hit, increased total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 24 times. This time we have a maxed out weapon damage core and everything. All the attributes is maxed out, crit hit damage and crit hit chance. Some people choose Salvo to go with this build and not the Momentum backpack. The Salvo is just going to be an extra 5% rate of fire. So that's 10% added on to this Striker 15%. So that's 25% rate of fire. And if you add a second unit alloy, the Salvo, that's 20% assault rifle damage. I sacrifice that 25%, an extra 5% rate of fire and assault rifle damage for the Momentum backpack for survivabilities, as it got a weapon core, a armor core, and a skill tier core. The talent for the Momentum is called Confirm. Enemies you kill drops a trophy on death. Collecting trophy provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the numbers of the core attributes equipped, and it lasts for 10 seconds. I have 4 armor cores, which is 10% bonus armor apiece, so that's 50%. I have 2 weapon damage cores, which is 5% weapon damage apiece, so I have 10%. And I have 2 skill tiers from the Tactician and from this Momentum backpack, which is 10% skill efficiency. For every trophy collected, you also gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regeneration for 30 seconds. That's about, 300 seconds. That's about 3 minutes and some change. Maximum is 30 stacks. The Momentum is all about survivability, especially if you're running this solo. If you're running this with a team, you might not get the trophy drop from the kill. So this is perfect for solo builds. Now, if I'm running with a team, I would change my Momentum backpack to the Harrier Pride backpack. The talent of the Harrier Pride backpack is called Rebalance. Getting kills and hitting enemies 3 times build red stacks. Each stacks provides 0.5% weapon damage. Getting hit 3 times build blue stacks. Each stacks provide 0.5% damage resistance. Upon reaching 80 stacks in total, the shit is vice versa. You will receive 0.5 damage resistance if you have red stacks. You will receive 0.5% weapon damage if you get blue stacks until the next time the stacks cap is reached. And this is only if I'm playing with a team. If I'm solo, I'll go Momentum. Last but not least, for more survivability, I'm using a 6-tier shield because of the 5 armor core and skill tier. Also, I'm using a Hive, which is 2 tiers because of the Tactician and the backpack Momentum or Harrier Pride. They have a skill tier too. So yeah, this is my solo build that I run during events or solo missions, what have you. Everything is expertise 30 except for my backpacks, and everything else is prototype too. So yep, this is my build. Hope y'all enjoy this. Hope y'all like it. Like I said, if you're over 1,000 Shade Watch level, copy and paste. Anyway, that's a wrap. If you're rocking with the chaos, hit that like, drop a comment, beat up that subscribe button. With more Division 2 madness is on the way. Stay sharp, stay messy, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.